welcome. We are
Manel
and Nicole.
every Sunday.
Every Sunday we are Manel and Nicole.
Yes.
And welcome to this class. If this is your first time, welcome. If it's not your first time, also welcome. We are doing this class already today for the 26th time. So 6 months we're doing this class every Sunday, 26 times. It's the same sequence all the time. So it's 30 minutes giving and 30 minutes receiving massage. We're with a big group of people today, really great. You can also chat with us, but we don't see the chat when we are giving massage. So the only thing you need to think of, who is going to start first. And if you think it's going to be a bit fast, don't worry, skip things, just do your, just follow us actually. And it doesn't really matter. It's not about perfection. It's about giving massage every week to improve health. Practice. Yes.
And this is the thing.
Yes. So every week it's the same sequence. Every Sunday, 8 o'clock, we are giving massage. 30 minutes giving, 30 minutes receiving massage. And we are going to start now.
Now.
At
the time.
Yes. So you just have to decide who goes first and who lies down first. You want to go first?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. So we start here at position to start with the knees between the feet of your partner on line with the ankle, and then we start with wide crew. So here is about to be here in this moment of healing in which you help your partner. This is very spiritual moment. Warm up your hands, your heart, and then we place hands below the joint on the feet and we push the feet forward to rock forward. Then we get to the middle of the arch and we rock, pushing forward. Then we get to the joint of the big toe. Then we get back to the middle of the feet and then we get to below the joint. So we do 3 steps out and 2 steps in. Now we do one by one the feet, the 3 steps. So first we do at step 1 below the joint, then we get to step 2 in the middle, we get to step 3 on the joint of the big toe, we get back to the middle, and we get back to the beginning of the feet below the joint. Now we use the side of the hand to press beside the tibia bone, starting at the heel of the feet. You press deep pressure to the calf beside the bone tibia, and then you walk up until below the knee 3 or 4 steps. At the knee we use the fingertip to press around the patella bone of the knee, and then we do circles under the pressure to the tissue. The pressure is beside the bone patella. Then we get up and we press now with the palms down, pressure to the top of the quadriceps. Then you do 3 steps walking up until the top of the leg, and then we get down, reversing all the steps we did. So first we get down until the knee joint, then we get the fingertip to apply the pressure to the tissue around beside the bone patella, and then later we get the side of the hand to press along the calf muscle beside the bone tibia all the way down until the heel of the feet, and then we do again the 3 steps, rocking the feet forward on each of the steps of the feet all the way out to the joint of the big toe, and then we get back in below the joint of the feet. Now we want to use the ball of the thumb to press on the sole, the soft tissue of the feet. Fingers will be on the top of the feet to support, and then we give pressure to the tissue of the feet, and then we rock the feet forward. So we can do 6 different locations along the sole, and then under the pressure we rock the feet forward. So after this exercise of pressure along the sole, then we get again the hands to do the palm press, 3 steps on the feet, rocking the feet forward, out to the joint of the big toe, and then back in to below the joint of the feet. Now we get the feet up, the top of the foot looks up, hands are on the top of the foot, close to the joint, and then we push down to stretch from the top of the feet to the mat. 5 seconds. Then we get a bit more up to the middle top of the foot, and we push down to stretch. Medium hard pressure. Then we reduce the pressure. We get to the toes and we do hard, and we hold hard 5 seconds, and then we get back a bit below to the middle top of the foot and we push down a bit softer, medium pressure, and then finally we get to the starting point, close to the joint, and we press soft. Then we open the feet one by one and we again do the walking with the hands on the 3 steps of the feet, going out at 1 foot at a time, rocking the feet forward and then in, back to the joint. After these 2 exercises on the feet, we want to work at the tissue of the lower and the upper leg. So now we need to focus on the right hand side leg. We can bend the leg into this angle, foot is at the level of the knee, and you move yourself on front of the knee. The hands you can place on this position, we call it butterfly hand position, and at 3 or 4 fingers above the knee, you push down the tissue of the upper leg to the mat. So we want to push down some seconds, pushing, going up 3 steps to the top of the leg, and then 2 steps you get down to the starting point. Then we move ourselves back to the center and we open the leg at 90 degrees. At this position we sit on the butt between the feet, and then we use one leg to lock the straight leg and the outside foot close behind the knee. We push the knee up to the shoulder. So we want to push deep and we hold 5 seconds. Then we reduce the tension on the leg, and now we push a bit harder the second time and we hold the hand on the foot of the straight leg to lock the leg on the mat, and then we reduce the tension and we repeat a 3rd time even harder, and you hold the stretching 5 seconds. Now we reduce the tension on the tissue, we lift the leg at 90 degrees and we can sit a bit behind. The foot that was pushing gets now slides below, and the inside foot now apply pressure into this tissue. We just stretch. So the first pressure is close to the knee. We hold hard pressure 5 seconds. Second pressure is at the middle between joints and tendons on this tissue of the ischios. Then we get to the tendons of those muscles nearby the bone, and we press pressure in. Then we get back to the center. Slowly you apply the pressure and you hold some seconds, and then we get to the starting point and we press and hold 5 seconds. Then we get the feet on the area of the hamstring and we do a pulling on the foot to maintain a bit of tensegrity on the tissue, and then we do a walking with the feet on the area of the hamstrings, up and down. Then we leave the foot on the mat and we get up into the knees and we raise the leg up. So in here my knees are on the top of the foot. I interlock fingers and then I use the heel of the hand to press pressure into the tissue of the upper leg, and under the pressure we do a circle. So first we apply pressure in, and under the pressure we do a movement like a circle. Then we get to the top of the leg, press in and a circle under the pressure. 2, you press in and then you do a movement like a circle, and then the same at the starting point. The next is the ice picking. So now we apply the pressure with the thumbs. The level of pressure is a bit below the previous level, and we just apply pressure in and we hold hard 5 seconds. Then we get to the middle and the same. Then we get to the top of the leg somewhere and you press pressure in with the thumbs, back to the center, and then back to the starting point. After this 2 exercises on the upper leg, we relax. Now we go to the lower leg and we use the ball, the fingertip actually, in the center line behind the calf, starting at the head of the calf. Slowly, arms straight, you pull back to stretch the whole body from the center line of the calf. So you need to pull enough up to raise the hip, even to stretch the tissue of the shoulder. We want to do that slowly, and then we hold on the hardest pulling like 5 seconds. Then we get back to the center, and then we get back to the starting point. After this exercise of pulling, now we do an exercise of pushing. So now we get the heel of the hand to press the tissue of the calf and we push out of the bone. Basically the opposite movement direction we did before. So first we do at the head of the calf, then later we do at the middle, then finally here to the tendon, Achilles above, then we get to the center, press and push, and then back to the starting. Then we relax. Now we use the outside hand to push the knee forward, and then at the same time you raise up the same side leg into half knee. Foot is at the hip level, her foot is at the groin, hand is at the knee. Inside hand be here at the top of quadriceps to lock leg down to the mat, and then you push with your groin on the foot, the knee to the center chest. It's a kind of 30 or 35 degree angle inside the knee to the center chest. Then we get again pushing and holding and release, and then we repeat again. We push, we hold under the body weight forward, and then release the tension out. The hand that was in the knee now gets to the hamstring. Inside hand will be cupped behind the heel. So you push the knee to the center chest, and the foot you push up to the opposite shoulder direction, the opposite shoulder of your position. Then we reduce the tension, then we go again. Press and push. Up and hold on the maximum tension on the tissue, several seconds, so we make it more easy. The chemical sign relate to this experience of movement to your tissue. This knee up, get down after 3 times, and you rotate to your partner, and the knee down gets up. So now we leave the leg straight at 45 degree angle from the mat. The hand cups behind the heel, forearm at the level of the toes, and we stretch the calf by pushing with the forearm on this level of toes. We do 3 times and we hold 5 seconds each time. After this, we change the knees, the knee up gets down, the knee down gets up, and then we change hand position. One hand gets to the top of the knee, one hand gets to the top of the foot, and we stretch knee to chest, foot to back, 50-50, deep, hard. When you see the people on pain, then we do softer. We respond to pain, because pain is never the problem. Pain is the information of the tissue condition, and therefore when somebody feels pain, we don't want to press more, we want to adapt to this information. Now we're gonna go to the other leg, so we bend the leg at 45 degree, foot at the level of the knee, change yourself on front of the knee, hands on butterfly, and we push down from 4 fingers above the knee. We do slowly and deep pressure down with the hands on butterfly to the tissue of the upper leg, and then we do 3 steps up and 2 steps down. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. After that, we change, we get back to the center, we open the leg at 90 degrees, and then we change position on the back in the center between the feet. One leg supports the straight leg on the mat with hand on the feet. The other leg push from behind the knee, the bent leg knee up to the shoulder. And we hold 5 seconds. And we reduce the tension. Second time you can even go forward. And then we can even push more. And we hold these 5 seconds. And then we get again, you push and you hold, yes, and then we reduce the tension after 5 seconds. Then we sit a bit behind, the foot that was pushing gets below, and the inside foot with the soft tissue, the sole, you apply pressure in First pressure is close to the tendons that cross your joint of the knee. The pressure can be deep, but slowly and adapting to the pain sign. The second pressure is at the middle between joints and tendons. And the third pressure is close to the tendons that attach those muscles to that different bone. Then we get back to 2, pressure in, and we hold deep, holding pressure, and then 1 to the starting point. Then we get the feet on the area, and we do a walking joint to joint, tendon to tendon, up and then down. Then we leave foot on the mat, and we change position to proceed to the next coming exercise. First, at the upper leg, we want to use the nutcracker. So we want to apply pressure in, and under the pressure we do a movement like a circle. 2 is at the middle between joints. 3 is close to the upper joint. Then we get back to the middle between the joints, and then 1 we get at 4 fingers from the knee. The second stimulation to the upper leg we can do with the eyes peeking. The level of the stimuli is a bit below the level of the previous exercise, nutcracker. Then we do the 3 steps, 5 seconds each step, going up to the top of the leg, pressure deep. This is a deep tissue massage. A deep tissue massage without oil, without table, without towels, without all this mess that sometimes you need to get a deep tissue massage. Now we get this fingertip in the center line of the calf, starting at the head of the calf, arms straight, and we pull back, focusing on your abdomen. The strength comes out of our abdomen. And then we also exercise ourselves when we do massage to people. We focus into the benefit of us, the ones who do the massage. And then we go up, down and up, pulling from the center line. Now with fingers interlock, we use the heel of the hand to apply pressure in, and now the direction is opposite direction, pushing out of the bone, from the bone. So we press in and we push out, and we hold the pushing some seconds. Then we get to the middle, then we get to tendon, we get back to the middle, and then we get back to the head of the calf. After that we relax, and now we use the outside hand, cup to the knee joint, you push and you go up on the same side leg into half knee. Hand is at the knee, inside hand on the quadricep, and we use our body to push on the feet, the knee to the center chest. It's a kind of diagonal 30 or 35 degree to the sternum, and we hold 5 seconds and release, and then we go again. Slowly should be, because there is the limitation of most of you, according to the movement you do every day. This hand of the knee gets to the hamstring, and the inside hand cups behind the heel. So now with the outside hand we push knee to the sternum, and the inside hand push the foot up and to the opposite shoulder direction. So now we do a kind of 45 degree angle with the foot to the opposite shoulder. So we are doing also a twist on the hip that is very therapeutic to those people with terrible problems on the hips. And then we go all the way 3 steps and we hold, and after the 3rd step the knee up gets down, the knee down up, and we support on the top of our leg, straight the leg at an angle of 45, hand cups the heel, forearm on the toe, and you push the toes with the forearm. So we do 3 steps, pushing and holding, and then 3. We stretch this tissue that cross the knee joint and that affect on cartilage when there is tensions. We can prove that. And then we change the knees And we can push now in another direction on the leg to stretch muscles, different muscles, opposite muscles of the previous exercise. So these are extensor muscles. We need to push down 50-50, need to chest, foot to butt, to this goal of those extensors muscles of the lower leg relate to the foot. And then after that, we want to reduce the tension down and we shake behind the knee. Now we change PTO, please turn over, and then we want to change position. We want to get on the middle between the feet again, hands, heel of the hand press on the sole, and then you walk one foot at a time with pressure, 3 steps on each foot. Then you start walking on the calf, pressure is down to the calf muscle until 3 fingers below the knee. Then we jump on the knee, and now we do pressure down to the hamstring, all the way down until the crease of the butt, and then we go down until starting point. We never press behind the knee, so don't do it. Don't press on the joints, on front or behind. Then we use the thumbs on the Achilles tendon, and now we want to press the center line of the calf and the center line of the hamstring. So just follow the direction of the Achilles tendon. Pressure is one leg at a time, and steps are small, like a centimeter distance, one step from the other, and then at 3 fingers below the knee, we jump to 3 fingers above the knee, and then we do the pressure down to the hamstring, all the way going up in the center line until the crease of the butt, and then we get down, all the way down. You might do 4 or 5 steps on each part of the leg. We want to stimulate 4 to 5 times this every part, lower and upper leg, and then when you reach on the tendon, we do a palm press, 3 steps on each part of the leg. We go up until below the knee, then we jump the joint, we don't press, and then we do 3 steps up to the crease of the butt. Now we change position, we get one knee out, half knee out on the other side, and we get to the low back. The low back, we never press the spine, so the pressure is with butterfly hand open, so the spine is in the middle, and now we do the pressure down at the low back, then we get to the middle back, butterfly hand press beside the spine, then we get below the scapula, pressure down, and then we get to the top of the scapula, and after that we do a walking down all the way until the low back, and then we stretch again 5 seconds the low back. Then we use the thumbs and we press from the sacrum both sides beside the vertebra, so we don't want to press the bone of the vertebra. The mission of the bone of the vertebra is protection, so therefore why would you press there? We want to press beside the vertebra. That has more sense relate to the tissue that attached to the vertebra. So the pressure is beside the vertebra, beside the bone of the spine, right? Has more sense to this tissue to relax basically the tissue that attached to the bone and to break down adhesions that happen according to your lifestyle. If you see too much, obviously you will have a lot of adhesions and terrible organizations, and this is the one thing that reorganize. So when you reach with your pressure together to the thoracic one, then you need to walk down step by step, walking one side at a time, both sides beside the vertebra until the starting point. We do the same pressure dip, but now we do one side at a time, walking until the sacrum. Then we get hands on butterfly, we get the weight on there, and we change position. So we want to get the feet inside between the legs. The knees will be at below the butt in the center of the upper leg, just on the crease of the butt. And now we use butterfly palm press, the same butterfly, 4 steps on the back. First at the low back, then at the middle back, below the scapulas, and on the top of the scapulas. And then we do a walking slowly, 3 steps to the deltoid, to the shoulder joint, and then we do 3 steps to the elbow joint, and then we do 3 steps jumping the elbow until the wrist, and then we can get on the wrist, we get the wrist of our partner also get our wrist, we do get on both hands, and we go up into cobra, we stretch 5 seconds hard, and then we reduce the tension. Second time we go halfway up, and then we pull one arm, one side, then we pull the other arm, the other side, then we get back to the center and we pull them up, and then we get down, and then we leave the hands down, and then we reverse the steps, walking on the arms, 3 steps, you need to press on the lower arm, then we jump the elbow, 3 steps on the upper arm, then we reach on the joint of the shoulder, and then we do 3 steps on each part of the back down to the hip, and then we push the tissue out of the helium all the way up, and then we change position between the legs with your knees, and we apply pressure down to the tissue of the upper leg, the tissue of the lower leg, and when you reach on the feet, we want to use the knuckles, hands closed, and we use our knuckles to press 3 steps on each foot, 1 foot at a time, like walking. And then we change position one more time. PTO, please turn over. And then we get the legs together. We pull to stretch a bit. And then we go up with legs straight. We push with legs straight forward to stretch the low back. And then we bend the knees. And we get on the wrist. And we pull them up. And we push and pull. And then we let them on sitting position. So now we first want to place them straight. So we place the knees on the scapulas. We push them backwards from the shoulders. And then we use the heel of the hand to press on the shoulder muscle at 4 fingers above beside the collarbone. So don't press nearby collarbone. Don't do. We never press bones. So you need to go behind, please. And you press only on the muscle of the shoulder, trapezius, the standing trapezius. The next is with the thumbs. So we want to start with the pressure corner between neck and shoulder. The finger, the thumb press at 4 fingers beside the collarbone. And then we hold 5 second deep pressure. 1 centimeter out, we do the second pressure and we hold. Then we get 1 centimeter out, we press. Never press close to the collarbone. The collarbone is the bone on the front there, on the end of this bone in the center of your chest. And then we get with the palms again and we press 3 steps, palm press out, and then 2 steps in. So when we finish that, we get down with the knees. And now we massage the shoulder, freestyle. You use your fingers and your thumb to massage the shoulder, to massage the muscles of the scapula, to massage the tissue beside the scapula, freestyle everywhere. And then we place the head down to stretch trapezius at the level of the cervicals. We want to give pressure with the eyes peeking, so the pressure is pressure into the bone, and never on the muscles of the neck. We do the pressure beside the bone of the cervical. We start at C7, we do 4 steps up, 4 steps down, and 4 steps up. So we want to press with the thumb crossed beside C7. We press the tissue to the C7, and then we do 4 steps. The pressure is at 1 finger beside the center of the cervical, so 1 finger beside. Always at behind SCM muscle. So check this out in Google, where the muscle is, sternocleidomastoideo, and we never press this muscle. We don't need to press this muscle, so we don't do. And then we go up, down, and up. When you finish up, you place the head straight, and then we do head massage, shampoo, many times, freestyle. And after, we will end the massage with chop. So hands together, fingers open, and then we do chop the shoulder, the tissue between the scapula and the spine on one side, and then we do the other side the same. After that, we use the palms to do circles, and then we rush na'a, na'wa, roka, payati, inasanti.
So relaxing.
Yeah, woo, 30 minutes, eh?
So now,
Today.
now we change. Now we change.
Yes.
Okay, I just need some water. It's very hot here. So now we're going to change. So I hope you feel as relaxed as I do. And now we're going to change. So now we're going to give the massage back. So first you place yourself with your knees in between the ankles of your massage partner. And then, oh, I'm yawning, it's so relaxing. Then we place the hands like that. It's called waiku, to respect your client and also to relax yourself. So we close our eyes for a second. And then just focus on how you feel. Probably you feel already more relaxed than before. And focus on how your body feels, but also your mind. Try to really meditate during this massage, even though it's your first time. Focus on giving the best massage you've ever given. And then you open the eyes, warm the hands. We place the hands above the feet, not touching yet. Ah, sorry, I'm yawning. It's very good, the massage. So now we start. Tip of the fingers on the top of the foot. We press down and we try to roll open. We go to the middle of the feet, we press and we roll open. We go to the toes, we press and we roll open. Go back to the middle, press and roll open. Next to ankle, press and roll open. So I want to see the sole of the feet. Now we do one by one. One side, lean in, other side. So I'm using my body weight. Middle foot, the toes. Every time I'm rolling, I'm trying to see the sole of the feet. And we go back to middle, and beginning. If you think like, wow, this is very difficult, just do this every week and then it's like brushing your teeth. You don't think anymore. So we walk with the tip of the fingers, the tip of the pinky fingers next to the shin bone. We don't touch the shin bone. We walk on the calf muscle. 3 steps. Now, tip of the fingers above the knee, heel of the hand below the knee. And we just make circles with the tip of the finger, with the heel of the hand. Press deeply, but not pressing on the patella itself. Now we go up with our body weight and we're going to walk with the whole full hand on the upper leg. 1, 2, 2 in the middle, and you open your hands a bit at the end. Now we walk back to the middle, lean in with all your body weight, super nice, and then above the knee, don't press on the knee, and then we sit down again and we palm circle. Tip of the fingers above the knee, heel of the hand below the knee. Now, pinky fingers touching the shin bone, not pressing on the bone. We lean really deeply on the calf muscle with the karate hands. 3 times back, down. Now we press again, thumb next to index finger. We press again on the feet, rolling open, middle. Toes and toes. We go back to the middle and the beginning. Now we're going to work with the thumb. So not with the tip of the thumb, but we press with the ball of the thumb. So fingers above the foot, thumbs underneath. You slide over the ball of the foot and then we just press 2 thumbs at the same time and you lean in with your body weight. So it's not like you want to just do like that, but just the leaning with your body weight. We do that 6 times everywhere on the foot. So on the sole of the feet, above the heel, somewhere else in the middle, 2 thumbs at the same time, both feet, and just leaning in with your body weight. So that's why I go forward. And then the last time we press again, somewhere on the sole. Now we're gonna do palm press walking again. 1, 2, 2. We rock the foot forward. So I see the sole of the feet. We want to improve the flexibility in the feet, increasing blood circulation. Go back to the middle and then next to the ankle. Now we're going to work on the top of the feet. We place the feet, the top of the feet looking to the ceiling, thumb inside, fingers outside, and we press down towards the mat on the top of the feet one time in the beginning. We go to the middle of the foot and we press a little bit deeper, slowly and deep. The sole of the feet are going to the mat. And then the toes, press, 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 really, really, really deep. Look at the face of your partner if they're still okay, smiling. We go back to the middle. So we always check in with our partner, but we don't talk. It's a meditation for two, and then next to the ankle. So that's the same thing. So now we open and we palm press walk again. So try to just be confident. Maybe it's your first time, but just go with the flow. Don't overthink. Just follow rhythm and go with the flow. And then we go back to the middle and then to the beginning, next to the ankle. Now we're going to work one foot at a time, one leg at a time. I'm going to choose the leg that's on my right hand side. Change position. I'm going to place my belly above the knee. Hands in this position we call butterfly. We lean in on the upper thigh. 1. We go to the middle. Lean in for 2. And then the end for 3. We go back to the middle. And the beginning. Now we open the leg. 90 degrees. We're going to sit on the floor. Now my bent leg is just holding the leg. Both hands on the feet. Right foot is going to press forward. Go with the flow. The idea is that the knee goes towards armpits. I'm straightening my leg. This is yoga for 2. We do it 3 times. Maybe you can sit a bit forward if you think, wow, my partner is more flexible than I thought. Yoo-hoo. And then the third one, a little bit more. 3. Now we're going to press on the hamstring. So what we do, we place the knee into 90 degrees. The foot that has been pressing is going to go underneath. Toes are pointing towards my face. And the other foot is going to press really, really strong on the hamstring. With the whole foot. Just press, press, press on the hamstring. Then we go to the middle. We press. It's really nice to press a lot. And we go to the end of the hamstring. So press a lot with your left foot. I'm pressing with all my body weight. Go back to the middle. And next to the knee. After that, we're going to place the foot back, and now we just foot press on the hamstring, up and down, very, very relaxing on the same places that we've just been pressing on. We leave our partner as they are. We're just going to press the foot in a bit. Now we place the knee up, and then we're going to place our knee on top of the foot of our partner. Now we have the hands interlaced. We're going to work next to the knee, a little bit down, and we squeeze the heel of the hand and we make a circle while we squeeze. We go to the middle, we squeeze, we make a circle. And the end, we squeeze and we make a circle. We go back to the middle and the beginning. After that, we're going to work with the thumbs. So you have the hands interlaced. We're going to do ice picking a bit harder. So not on the bone, just a little bit below the bone. And you press the thumbs towards each other. 1. Then we go to the middle. And 2. Then we go a little bit more down for 3. Press those thumbs together. We go back to the middle for 2. So my thumbs are pressing like this. Yeah? And then just in point 1. Now we just relax the leg, freestyle. We're going to go on the calf muscle. So the more you hook your hands together, the nails are together, the heavier it is for your partner. So it's super nice to hook a lot and then lean back with your body weight. Go to the middle, you hook the tip of the fingers together, and then we do it on the Achilles tendon. Now we go back to 2, hook, and 1, hook. After that, we're going to interlace the hands again like we did before. And now we're going to work on the calf muscle. So you squeeze the heels of the hands together, and without sliding, you move forward. So you just try to make some more space between the bone and the muscle of the calf. So hold for the middle and squeeze forward. Then down, squeeze the heel of the hand and move forward. Go back to the middle and just under the knee. After that, we freestyle relax the calf muscle. Now knee to chest is next. So we place the knee up, foot in our groin, my right leg to the hip, hand on the knee, other hand on the straight leg. Hand on the straight leg 10% and 90% forward, knee to chest. 1. You do 2 more. 2, you lean in. Only 10% on the straight leg and 90 forward. And 3, press, 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 lean in, lean in, lean in, lean in. Now the hand that was on the knee goes to the hamstring. The hand that was on the straight leg is going to cup the heel like this way. Now press on the middle of the hamstring. The knee goes to the sternum in the middle of the breast, and then we try to stretch the leg towards the opposite shoulder. In this case, to the right shoulder. We do 2 more times. Press to the middle, to the sternum, and straight. And 1 more. Press in the hamstring and try to straighten the leg. Now, knee to chest, knee is down, other knee is up, and the heel is going to be on my leg. Yeah, like that. I'm going to cup the heel with my hand, and the big toe is going to be in my forearm. So I'm going to look down and press with the right hand here 10%, but all my 90% of body weight is on the big toe. 3 times. So the toe is going towards the shin bone and stretching Achilles tendon and calf. Now we change our position, knee to chest and foot to butt. Hands on the foot, hand on the knee, change your position 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. 3 times only. Now we straighten the leg and we wiggle like this under the leg. Very easy. And then we go to the other side. So you move to the other side. We place the leg like that. Foot to the knee. Place your belly above the knee. Hands in butterfly position. And just above the knee, you lean in. We go to the middle. You lean in. And then the end, you lean in. We go to the middle. And just above the knee. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Now, place the foot out. Knee is 90 degrees. We're going to sit on the straight, near the straight leg. Place the bent leg on top of the leg to just give some support. And my left foot is now going to be in the corner of the knee, hands on the feet. And we go forward. 1. And now, yay, my partner is more flexible than I thought. I'm just going to go forward. And press again, forward, knee towards the shoulder. And then maybe even a bit more. Make your partner super flexible. So now my left leg is going to be underneath. My right foot is going to press on the hamstring. 1, 2, really strong. 3 at the end of the hamstring. Press all you can. And back to 2, just with the whole foot, and then next to the knee. After that, we place the foot back, and now both feet are just pressing on the hamstring, up and down in a relaxed way, to just massage where we've just been pressing on a lot. Now, we're gonna be with our knees on the mat. Now, place the foot in a bit, knee on, up, and now we're gonna sit on the top of the foot of our partner. We place the hands interlaced, heel of the hand on either side of the leg. We press and we make a circle. 1. Go to the middle, we press and we make a circle for 2. We go to the end, we press and we make a circle. Press and circle. Keep pressing when you make a circle. After, we're going to work with the thumbs. So we're going to press 2 thumbs towards each other. We go to the middle. To the end. We go back to the middle, press the thumbs towards each other and to the beginning, and then we just relax, freestyle. Now we're going to go to the calf. So cup your fingers. The more you cup, nails towards each other, the heavier it is for your partner. So you cup, you lean back 1. Then we go to the middle, cup and lean back for 2. Then we go to below, cup, lean back. Go to the middle again, cup, lean back, and then underneath, cup, lean back. A little bit extra strong. And so we don't fake massage, I do strong. So we have the hand interlaced and we squeeze, go forward. Manal has been teaching massage all day, so I thought to do a little bit extra strong for, you know, to improve his muscles there. So now we go with the heel of the hands, go forward, middle of the leg, go forward. You're crying.
This is the third massage today.
It's the third massage today. That's amazing.
I'm the researcher. I'm the one who researched about massage, no?
Yes. And then we relax the calf muscle. Yeah? So now we're going to do knee to chest. So the foot goes in the groin. My foot, my left foot is going to be stuck near the hip on that side. That's very important. Hand on the knee, hand on the straight leg, and we go forward. 1 time. Second time. Go forward, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now we place the hand that was on the knee on the hamstring. The other hand is going to cup the foot. So you press and we go forward. 1. We do 3 times. 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we place the knee down, other knee up, and place the hand below to not overstretch the leg. Hold the heel and the big toe under the forearm. Other hand on the straight leg in the middle, and you lean everything on the big toe. 1. We go to 2. Lean on the big toe. And 3. So it's not about how high the foot is, it's about placing the toe towards the shin. Knee to chest, foot to butt. Is next. We change position. 1, 2, 50-50, equal pressure, and 3. 1, 2, 3 only. Now we place the leg down, do like this underneath the knee, and then PTO. Please turn over to the belly. We are going to sit again in between the ankles of our massage partner, and we press with the heel of the hand on the toe, on the leg, foot, 3 times. Now we're going to place the fingers towards the head, straight on the middle of the calf. The beginning, the middle, and the end of the calf. We never want to press on the back of the knee, so we skip really a lot, like 3 fingers from the knee, and we walk in 3 steps up, walk in 3 steps up on the hamstring. Use your whole body weight, super nice. Walk up and then reverse, everything reverse. Again, be careful, we never press on the back of the knee. So we skip the knee, we walk in 3 steps on the calf muscle, all the way down until Achilles. Now we try to find Achilles tendon. We press with the thumbs down towards the mat. And then you just walk in small steps with your thumbs, one, follow the other, 1 leg at a time. Walking one side, other side, in small steps all the way up until you reach 3 fingers from the knee. And then we skip the knee, we never want to press on the back of the knee, and we walk down. So this is like you're crawling on your thumbs. I'm just leaning in, I'm not doing anything else than just leaning in my thumb all the way till the sitting bone, and then just down. Same thing, down. Reverse. Again, when you're almost towards the knee, 3 fingers above you, stop. You skip, you sit down again on your knees, and 3 fingers down the knee, you start again to press. And then you just follow thumb all the way down until you reach again the Achilles. And when you reach the Achilles, you're just going to do palm press again up. So 3 steps on the calf, lean in. Don't press on the back of the knee. Go up with your body weight. 3 steps on the hamstring. And then we are going to be working on the back. So we change our position. Our partner is now in between our legs. Yeah? 1 knee on one side, 1 leg up on the other side. Try to find the spine first. Place 1 hand on one side, 1 hand on the other side. Never press the spine, please. You press 1 time. Then we press a little bit higher. And we press a little bit higher. And then we press, never on the spine, we press on the scapula. And once we're there, we palm press walking back, but not on the spine. And when we're down, we press one more time. After that, we're going to work with the thumbs. So find the spine, place one thumb on one side, one thumb on the other side. We never press the spine, but the spine is really close. It's touching my nail. Yeah? So you lean into the mat. We don't have to do anything else than just leaning down towards the mat. So 2 thumbs at the same time. It's like kangaroo. I always try to have my shoulders above my wrist. So take care of your body as well. If you now think, oh, I'm getting very tired, it's normal. It's the first time, you know. And now we just move with our body weight. If you need to, that's okay. So I'm not using any strength. I'm using my body weight throughout the whole massage. So you should not be tired. It's just like riding a bike. First time, maybe it's difficult, but after that, it's not sport, it's transport. So now we thumb press walking down, we thumb press walking down, never press the spine, thumb press walking down, one thumb at a time, walking all the way down until you reach the lower part of the spine. And then we're gonna do again palm press, palm press. So you press with your hands. We're gonna change our position like that. I'm on my feet and then I place my knees near the sitting bone. Yeah? And now, if the arms of your partner are not down, you place them down and then bend them a little bit. We press together. 1, 2, 3. Then we press the scapula and then we walk on the upper arm 3 times. We never want to press on the elbow, so we skip. We press on the lower arm 3 times. We press on the wrist. And then we press on the hands, hand on hand. And after that, we hold each other's wrist. And then look up to the ceiling. Both. Very funny. And then we do halfway. And we pull one side. Then the other side. And then one time up again. And then your partner is laughing. And then we go up on the stretching the hands, walking in 3 steps on the lower arm, skipping the elbow. We never want to press on the elbow. Walking in 3 steps on the upper arm, and then pressing next to the spine, walking down, next to the spine, walking down. Once you're down, you press 1 time more up, skip the butt, walk 3 steps on the leg, skip the back of the knee, walk down. And when we're down, we're going to press on the feet. And then we're going to press with the fist. So now one side and other side with the fist on the sole of the feet. And then we ask our partner to turn on the back. And they always do. So nice. And then we are going to stand up. Be careful of your own back. Pick up the legs. Manuel is exhausted, ready for bed. So pick up the legs. And then stretch them a bit. And then we bend. We place the feet underneath your knee. Walk all the way to the butt. And how he knows already. Then we're going to hold each other's wrist every week the same. Already for 26 weeks we're doing that. And we press and we pull at the same time. Bend your knees a lot. We go up. And then we place our massage partner straight. Fingers behind. 4 fingers from the collarbone. Fingers behind. Corner of the neck we press down. A little bit wider. 2. And wait a bit wider for 3. Then we go back for 2. And back for 1. And then we press with our thumbs. Corner of the neck. 4 fingers from collarbone. So we press down. 2 thumbs at the same time. 1 on either side. 1 centimeter far wider. We press again. A little bit wider. We press again. 3 times only. And then we go back. 2. And 1. And again, we palm press. 1, 2, relax again. 2, and 3. We go back to 2, fingers are behind. And 1. And then we just be on our knees and we freeze down, massage the trapezius muscles. Super nice if you really use your thumbs, very strong. Your hands, it's like you're kneading a bread, you're making a roti or whatever. So, and then you feel all these sticky fascia that we can break, the adhesions. And then we're going to work on the neck. So we place the head down. We're going to work with our thumbs, hands interlaced. So we start near C7. We never want to press on the side, really close to the spine only, the vertebrae. So we press next to C7. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We go back to down, down, and down. And we go up again. And up. Now we go. Place the head up and we massage. Quite strong, very nice on the head. Doing shampoo. Super nice feeling. And then we're going to do the chop. So how to chop? You place your hands together. The wrist is free, fingers are free. You're just massage with the pinky, not with the side of the hand. So we go next to the corner of the neck, out, in, only next to the scapula, halfway and up, other side, out, in, only halfway next to the scapula and up. We do palm circles and then we do 5 slides, very nice, start at the head and then we go 2, 3, so we can say a mantra, Na'a, Nawa, Oka, Payati, Vinasanti, which means I hope my partner or client feels better than before. Kaprunkara, that was it.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice, correct.
So if you think this was hard, I said it's like riding a bicycle. In the beginning you think all those things, how difficult it is, and later on it's like transport. It's the same with this kind of massage. What we do is every week the same, and the reason is what we do every week the same, so you don't have to think, but you can give somebody a really good massage.
And because the nerve system learns through patterns, and therefore when you repeat every week, every day, the same massage, is predictable and the nerve system loves that. Our nerve system regulates according to knowing the things that come to us, no? Like in this field of massage, we always do every week the same because we understood that our brain loves predictable, things that are predictable. So massage, therapy, and the same for meditation. When we want to meditate, giving massage, we should know all the aspects of the massage that we do, how the massage feels, how the massage is done. And then when you can control these 2 fields, then you can meditate. But not only giving. If you only give massage, you never meditate because you are very tired. If you only receive massage, you don't meditate because you still miss to know how it feels to give. And therefore, the only way of meditation is all of a sudden when we have therapists that get the same amount of massage that they do. So if I do 7 massages a week, I get 7 massages a week myself. This is a balance that nowadays, well, we are teaching our students about this, but not many people.
I need to go to the toilet. I have to go.
I have enough massage today. Enough.
You can still go.
I have three massages
but I have
today.
To go.
No, I go also.
So, I hope you enjoy, and below you can read the comments and see if you want to still read the book or want to come to our school, or we also have a video.
Massage every week.
Yes, or we also have a video if you want to learn step by step if this was a bit too fast. But now I have to go.
Me too.
See you next time.
Sawadika. Sawadika.
Bye-bye.
You let me alone here.